Wrestling has more than one royal family.
Yo, hello, good evening, and of course, happy Friday, everybody. It is I, everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo, and we are back, of course, for another riveting segment of Figure Friday. Oh yes, it is that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You best believe anything of that sort you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, we're coming at you live not only from TikTok, but also coming at you live from YouTube as well. Let me go ahead and just drop this off right here real quick. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Is that the wrestling belt from your child? Oh, actually, yeah, it is the wrestling belt from my childhood. And trust and believe, I've had that for a pretty good number of years, ever since they were back in the 90s. Trust and believe. And the reason I haven't thrown it out yet or even gotten rid of it is because it holds a lot of sentimental value to me. And of course, it stays with the family. So, but before the holiest moments, if you haven't already, please do me a favor. Go grab yourself something to eat. Go grab yourself something to drink, a snack if you want to, because I want you guys to feel as at ease as possible. Because as you know, this is a green zone and everybody is free and to chill and hang out. So please go and help yourself. And don't worry about me. I had my dinner not too long ago. I had me some delicious barbacoa tacos, and oh my goodness, they were delicious. And of course, I have some good old drink tonight. It's a little tiny Dr. Pepper. That nothing too major. Actually, it was cracked. It was cracked, but if you look at it, you can still see the cracks in there. But it was actually fixed with a combination of super glue and mounting tape. So yeah. But again, definitely seen a lot of years. This for those of you guys who are retro fans who recognize it. Even then, it's it's got the signatures, my brother and mine. Because again, we would always have fun with this. So just saying, it's a very very big one, very big belt. Uh-oh, she fall. And I know that some people have told me like I should probably put it up in like a frame or something like that, but I feel like maybe it's good just out of the frame. But that's just me, honestly. That's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull you guys a little closer. Thanks so much for the roses, ma. I appreciate you. They smell divine. They smell delicious. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Okay. Stretch before the holiest moment before stretch it. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Oh, and if you guys had actually gone to work today, I hope you guys went out there. I hope you killed it. I hope you made that bread. I hope you made that paycheck. Or if you're going to be working nights, I hope you go to work. I hope you have a tremendously great night and that you get home safely. Okay. But before we forget, we have hit the marker, so we are going to go ahead and get started. I once again want to say hello and welcome for those who are just joining us, or if you're going to be watching this as a highlight, welcome as well. So, for tonight's figure festivities and on this fine Friday night, we're actually going to be stepping through the 3 ropes into the 4 squared ring as we introduce 2 new additions to the Wolfpack in the form of a pair of legends who were gone too soon but never forgotten to this day. They're both a pair of WWE legends from the universe, and of course, we're going to pay respects to them both by tell you guys about who they are, their history, and of course, what made them them. So again, I invite you guys to please sit back, relax, kick your feet up, take a deep breath, and just chill and mellow out with your boy. Because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. So why don't we go ahead and get started? Oh my goodness, for the friggin' 122 roses. Jeez, you're spoiling me now. Please. I mean, I can only smell so much before it sets off my allergies. Oh, goodness. But anyways, first up, I thought that we can go ahead and introduce a strong female lead of this evening. And of course, we're putting emphasis on a strong. So please, ladies and gents, before we forget, don't forget to smash that like button, smash that share button, because again, I want to help everybody enjoy this fine Friday evening for all you lovers of figures and collectors and merchandise out there. So, first up, again, I want to give a big Wolfpack welcome to Miss Joan Marie Laurer, aka China. Yes, you heard me right, folks. China, the ninth wonder of the world, is making her debut this fine Friday evening here. Now, I've also been able to procure a little brief history about her, and of course, I'll be sharing that with you guys. So please, let me just get her out of there, because she's actually been one that I've been looking for a pretty good while. Bam, check her out. And again, this goes out to all you wrestling fans out there, because I know that the WWE is still going strong to this day. And again, it's still blazing milestones. And I mean, do I watch it? Yeah, every chance I get, every now and then. So, history about Miss China here. I love that. Thank you so much, Miss Mamas. Thank you so much for joining us this fine Friday evening. Miss China here, she blazed a trail unlike any other woman in WWE history. Even by the anti-establishment standards of the Attitude Era, China upended the status quo from day one. Whereas some female competitors of most of the time may have been seen as more of flash than substance, China was actually the one who came to fight. She served as the intimidating bodyguard to both Triple H and Shawn Michaels as original members of the Generation X, and where she continued in the capacity of, sort of an enforcer, if you will. And when the legendary group's ranks actually swelled, but individual success was very, very quick to follow Miss China here. Now, it's true that while her time in the WWE was somewhat brief, the milestones that she actually accumulated would echo long after her departure from the squared circle. And whereas her influence on sports entertainment never faded. Now, it is true that in the beginning, when I first saw China, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, she was intimidating. But I mean, I didn't see her in real life. I feel so terrible because I never got the chance to meet her in real life. But seeing the accomplishments that she was able to do just as a female wrestler in that industry, because I won't lie, it is very hard in that industry for most of the females, because unfortunately, it's not a cakewalk. But then again, wrestling isn't supposed to be a cakewalk. I mean, you're putting your whole friggin' body on the line. But again, the first time that I ever laid eyes on China was back in the Attitude Era, whenever she would be of course, on the team of WWE's D-Generation X. Now, she did serve as a whole lot more than an enforcer and a muscle. Now, there was a brief stint where her and co-leader Triple H were actually a thing. They were a couple for a while. Now, granted, this took place before Stephanie McMahon. So that's, best served for another time. But, I mean, to this day, anytime you think about women of history in the WWE, I guarantee you China's name will definitely come up. Now, I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Miss China here. For example, she actually was the one to revolutionize women's wrestling, because if it wasn't for her actually being one of the first female wrestlers to actually step into the ring, then we actually wouldn't have a lot of the heavy hitters that we have today, like the Trish Stratuses, the Litas, the Kellys, Michelle McCools, all of those females that are going to this day very strong, or even them that have made Hall of Fame inductees, And like Shawn Michaels and Triple H, she was actually a founding member of D-Generation X. Oh, goodness gracious. And probably the most interesting fact that I had found out about her is the fact that she has a passion for animal rights. Good evening, Laura. Hello and welcome. You're just in time. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, since you just came in, I'll go ahead and reintroduce our first guest. You might know her. She's China, the ninth wonder of the world from the WWE era, Attitude Era. again, now the reason that I like the last fun fact that I found out about her is because the fact that she shows a passion for the animals that actually proves that she was all a good person, both in the ring and outside of the ring. Because I mean, anybody can put on an intimidating face, but outside the ring, that's a whole lot different, honestly. You used to love her. Used to? What happened? Did you lose the love for China? What happened? I mean, heck, even to this day, she's still one of my favorite female wrestlers. I'm just saying. I mean, heck, the fact that she blazed a trail and revolutionized the women's rights in WWE wrestling, I'd say that makes her a pioneer. But again, I know everybody's different, and I get that. Oh, Lord. Okay. Literally, yeah, it's like I'm saying. Oh, goodness. But, okay. Carlito. Oh. So you like a guy who spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I remember Carlito and his whole, his persona. It was comedic, because just the fact that you got this guy who literally just he shows up, he takes a bite of an apple and he spits it at you, and he's just famous for that. But then again, I thought it was more comedic than anything. But that's just me, Again, that's just me. But we're gonna go ahead and move on, switch on to our next guest of the evening. Let me just check the list here. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Let me just silence real quick because like China, we're gonna have a moment of silence real quick for her and for our next guest of the evening. So just take a moment. Let me just take a moment of silence. Okay. So my apologies. Okay. So next up, we're actually going to be turning up the heat a little bit to introduce our next guest of the evening, who, like China, also blazed a trail and made a name himself, even if he had to lie, cheat, and steal his way to the top. So, ladies and gents, give one more big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Eduardo Gori Guerrero Llanes, aka Eddie Guerrero. Yes, that's right, folks. Mr. Latino Heat is also making his debut this fine Friday evening. And of course, I'm happy to say that we shared the moment of silence. I'm happy that I shared that with you guys. But we're going to be talking a little bit of history about this WWE legend and what he brought to the cause. Okay. Bam. Check him out. And as you can see, he's actually sporting his trademark LWO, which is kind of a nod to the NWO, but with his own spin on it. Whereas the NWO stood for New World Order, his actually stands for Latino World Order. Stay right there. Now, you may be probably asking why exactly would I introduce these two WWE superstars in particular, and I'll share that with you guys in just a moment. But first, I would very much like to share his history. So, Mr. Guerrero here was one of the greatest Hispanic wrestlers and ever in the year of the 1980s, which is when, was at the time is when he had been wrestling, and he actually really made a name for himself in the now defunct ECW by winning the ECW World Championship, and of course that was against Dean Simon, aka Dean Malenko. And Eddie also made a name for himself later in that year when he transferred over to the WCW to win the Cruiserweight Championship by defeating Chris Jericho. Now, also while in that company, he actually formed the LWO, which of course is the oh goodness gracious, the Latino World Order. And again, it's actually a playoff or a spinoff to Hollywood Hulk Hogan's New World Order. Now, when Eddie came to the WWE, he was a heel, and he immediately gained fame when he was part of a squad known as the Radicals, with heavy hitters like Perry Saturn, Dean Malenko, and his longtime friend of over 15 years, Chris Benoit. And In recent years, however, he and his nephew, Chavo Guerrero Jr., actually began a tag team called Los Guerreros and won the tag team titles against Team Angle, who's actually Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin. Now, after his stint, Eddie Guerrero went on to win the WWE Championship, which was actually his first and only time at No Way Out in the year of 2004 against Brock Lesnar. But here's where it kind of gets a little heartbreaking, folks, because unfortunately, on the Sunday afternoon of the year 2005, Eddie unfortunately passed away due to, I know what the reason was, but I don't really feel comfortable saying it. I really don't, because I don't want to besmirch his legend. And just know that he was a great wrestler, a great man. He always took care of his family. He brought so much emotion and just fun times to the ring with everybody that he worked with. And to this day, we remember Eddie Guerrero and Latino Heat and all that he gave to us, honestly. So, rest in peace to Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to China. You guys are gone, but you're never forgotten. I did find out some pretty interesting facts about Mr. Guerrero here. And for example, did you guys know that he came from a very, very prominent wrestling family? Because that dates back to his father actually being the first Guerrero to actually step into the ring. I'm glad you agree, really. Heck, I'm glad you agree, really. But also, he was a 4-time Intercontinental Champion. And probably one of the cooler facts that I found out about him is that he actually had a daughter whose name was Shao Guerrero. And the most interesting fact about that is the fact that she followed in his footsteps under the name of Raquel Diaz. I kid you not, really. But I'll share one more little tidbit with you guys. The reason that I brought out both China and Eddie Guerrero is because when the two were actually working together in the WWF and WWE, they were actually a sort of power couple. And of course, but that's only with their in-ring career. Outside the ring was a whole different story, because that's the chemistry that those two shared was unbreakable. And they were great friends, honestly. Really, they were great friends. Gee, oh my goodness! But even then, to this day, again, we remember the ninth wonder of the world, and of course the Latino Heat. But before we get up out of here, folks, I want to say you guys are amazing. I thank you so much for coming to see me tonight. You guys are breathtakingly awesome. And remember, you guys are the lifeblood of this channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week for another riveting episode. And of course, feel free to hit the subscribe button when it does appear here, or feel free to sample either one of these lovely videos as well. And of course, I will be shooting over to my Twitch to do some gameplay. I'm going to be breaking in the new season of Fortnite, and it's season 3 of chapter 5. So I invite you guys, please follow me over so we can have some fun, have some laughs. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves, and be zen as always. Peace.